What's good, fam? Michael Phoenix coming at you today. We're gonna have a little discussion about this here channel. Like I told you in the previous videos way back in the beginning, I made my disclosure. I am not a professional martial artist, although I have practiced Wing Chun. I still practice Wing Chun. I practice other art forms, but I'm not an official professional martial artist. I don't have a black belt. I spent a lot of time in class, but I never, achieved my black belt. But when it comes to fighting, none of that really matters. I still have the discipline and the integrity and the capability of handling myself in a situation, like a violent situation may pop off or whatever, and that's all that I do this for. I try to keep myself in shape, and that's what this channel is for. This channel is to help you get back in, your physical fitness program and try to get up off the couch, quit being a couch potato. That's why I, post 5-minute videos, little workouts, little quick workouts for you to do, because it doesn't take all day going to get these subscriptions to gyms and shit. You can actually work out at home on your own. You don't have to go to the gym. It only takes a few minutes a day to burn some of those calories that you may pick up throughout your day. So it's not about hard work, although some of these channels show you, these guys ripped up and look like bodybuilders and they doing these tremendous exercises. That's not what it's all about, because in the long run, when you exercise like real hard, like boot camp style workout, and then you get older and you slow it down and you stop, all that shit creeps up on you. I've been through it. In my early 40s, like I told you in other videos, I had a whole bunch of complications just hit me at once. And I'm still fighting them to this day, as far as physical and medical ailments. You have to have the proper diet, and you have to have the proper physical regimen without trying to hurt yourself. So now we're gonna, discuss this Wing Chun thing a little bit, because a lot of people misinterpret Wing Chun. It's not something that you can just do. You go over the movements and do the movements and think that you're going to be able to actually defend yourself. The further you go up in Wing Chun, you start fighting other Wing Chun people or sparring with other Wing Chun people, and it's not the same as fighting a person in the streets, or a boxer or a kickboxer, or a grappler. In the beginning, you learn to deal with all those people, but it's very basic. My Sifu always told me, just count on getting hit. If you think you're not going to get hit, then you're defeating yourself already. So don't worry about getting hit. Just get in there and use your Wing Chun. And in order to get in there and use your Wing Chun, you're going to have to go through certain stages of Wing Chun to develop. You do your little forms. I post forms on the videos showing you that I know the movements. But those movements that I do, I actually know how to apply those movements. And a lot of those movements you're not going to be able to apply unless you're close up on your opponent and you can develop your chi style, your sensitivity. You're fighting a boxer, they're maneuverable. They like to move around and dodge blows, so they're not going to just be direct like you are. They're going to be evasive. And if you can't handle that, then you're going to get clocked upside the head a couple of times trying to deal with a boxer. So it's best to stick with boxing and learn these hooks and jabs and the bobbing and weaving and all that, and then develop your Wing Chun to where you're confident enough to get in close and actually apply this, because you may have a real big opponent in front of you and it doesn't seem logical to get in close with a guy that's bigger and stronger. But if you develop your Wing Chun good enough and practice, you'll get the confidence to actually get in and defend yourself against these people. I had to do it when I was training guys. You know, new guy come in, he's coming from another form of martial arts, whether it's Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, whatever it may be. You know, he's from another form and he wants to see if this works. And you know, when you're doing basic Wing Chun, it's like, yeah, you throw a right punch and I'm gonna Tanda. I step in and Tanda, you know, and you go over that over and over and over. This is not how, you know, a fight is gonna pop off. And then, you know, a lot of guys, they say throw a right and they'll throw a left at you. So you're going to go in like this and it's coming from over in this direction. You have to react to that, you know, especially when he's brand new. He's trying to see how good you are, how good your senses are. And if you practice your Wing Chun enough, Tanda, Ganda, you know, all those basic moves, you practice it enough and you learned all these different angles, you should be able to handle that. And then you develop, you process, you go on further. You get up into Dan Chi Sa where you're doing one-hand drills, trying to learn your sensitivity. Then you get to Chi Sa. Then you might get lucky enough to be there long enough to get into Gao Sa. And then you get to the sparring, you know. You have to spar. And a lot of Wing Chun artists don't understand. Once you get to that sparring level, you're sparring with another Wing Chun artist, and it's Wing Chun against Wing Chun. It's not Wing Chun against boxing. It's not Wing Chun against Taekwondo. You know, although they may throw kicks, things like that. So you have to understand that you have to practice. You have to practice continuously and develop your craft in order to make these moves work. And just watching the video and learning the basic forms is not gonna help you if you don't know what each movement in those forms are. You know, watch the videos, you'll see there's plenty of movements in those forms, and you have to know how to apply each one in combat in order to use them. And once you find out, you actually get into a sparring match with the person, you're only going to use like 1 or 2 of those moves, maybe 3, 4 of them at the most, you know, because it's close quarter and it's real quick and it's right there in your face. And you don't have time to think about, oh, should I Tanda? Should I Ganda? You know, you have to get in and then you work your magic from there. And once you get in close, you should be able to sense your opponent if your Wing Chun is any good. But like I said, if you're dealing with a boxer, you don't know what that guy's gonna do. They have great footwork and great hand capabilities. They have different shots. A lot of Wing Chun people think that, you know, just because you do Wing Chun, we only have chain punches. A lot of people outside of Wing Chun think that we only have chain punches. Let me tell you, chain punches are easy to stop. We learned that in basic Wing Chun. They're easy to stop. That's just something to keep somebody out of your face so you can get in and take his center line. That's all it is. You know, you come in trying to do chain punches, somebody gonna hook you and knock you the fuck out. Seriously. So you have to be more adept and more developed to be able to throw other shots. Hooks, jabs, all this, you know. It's not just chain punches. You have other movements. Me, myself, I like to get in close. I'm more of a grappler type. I like to throw elbows and knees, you know. I barely can hook anymore because I get in that close to where I don't have to hook. I throw an elbow instead. And they can't see it coming, or they provoke it. Because once I touch hands with them, they try to overpower me. And I learn through my sensitivity how to be real soft at times. And if you try to overpower me when I'm being soft, I will give it to you. And that's just development. You have to get to that point because there's a time and a place for softness and there's a time and a place for hardness. And you have to practice long enough to where you can develop that sensitivity to where you understand that. you get to a point when you get good in your sensitivity, you can feel a person when they tense up. You can feel their muscles tense up immediately. And then that's when you take control of them. Once they tense up, you can move them around. I don't care how big they are. That's when you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing and you try this, you're gonna get hurt. So, like I said in previous videos, don't look for me as a person that's teaching you how to fight. You want to learn how to fight? You need to go to one of these schools that can teach you how to fight. Pay the money. This channel here is strictly for exercise and keeping in shape, fitness, and showing you self-defense movements that you can use. So don't think that I'm teaching you how to fight. If you want to learn how to fight and you want me to teach you how to fight, get at me in the comments. Michael Phoenix on YouTube. You can reach me at Michael Phoenix on Facebook, and we can work something out. I can give you Zoom classes, or if you want to get more technical, you can call me in for a seminar. I'll come in, I'll charge you, and I'll teach you. And if I don't know what I'm doing, I guess I'll be getting my ass kicked all around by you. So I'm practicing, and I'm continuously practicing. I'm not gonna sit up here and play like I'm the baddest person on the planet. I'm just trying to keep myself in shape. I'm just trying to be able to protect my family or myself if something pop off and I can respond and react to it. I'm not trying to be out here big, bad, and bold, boasting, acting like I'm the shit. You know, I'm just a regular old guy who's trying to keep in shape, who's trying to have a better quality of life in my older years than I had previously. You know, I went through a lot of stuff as far as physical and mentally, and I'm getting over it. It's still the process, and I'm trying to take you on that journey to better yourself. So like I said, get at me in the comments, get at me on Facebook. We can have these Zoom classes if you really want to learn. If not, just, you know, come by, check me out every now and then, see what I do, try to mimic it. It's just keeping in shape. It's nothing major, you know. I'm not gonna get all advanced on you until you want those classes. If you want those classes, I can teach you everything I know, and then you can better apply what you're seeing on this TV or the YouTube channel. You know, because like I said, you can learn all these movements, you can do them all, but if you don't know how to use them, they're not gonna work. This is Wing Chun. It's like dirty boxing. It's real up close and personal. So don't try it, you know, on somebody that's well equipped and well adept, because you will get knocked the hell out. It's just that simple. You have to develop your skill. You have to know how to defend a kick. You have to know how to defend all these different angles of punches. You have to see them over and over again before you can even understand how to get in and intercept them. To me, myself, personally, this is my opinion, Wing Chun is an intercepting art. You can't just come in doing this. You have to go in when somebody's punching at you like you're not scared and try to intercept that and redirect that and get at them. You can't just throw down with them thinking that that's going to do something. To me, chain punches is like something to finish somebody off. I'm not going to come in like this. You throw a punch, I throw a punch. That's how I fight. It's just that simple. I'm not into bobbing and weaving because I studied my Wing Chun. I did it real good. So I should be able to counter your attack if I'm throwing my hands towards you while you throwing your hands towards me. I'm not gonna sit up and play like I'm the baddest. I shouldn't have to bob and weave, but I will if I need to. Other than that, I'm just coming straight in at you. try to run, I'm gonna stay up on you. I'm not scared to get hit. Bigger, smaller, however. And once you develop that, then you'll be able to defend yourself in a real combat situation and throw down and actually make it home safely. But, you know, I'm not gonna bore you any longer. This is one of my longer videos, just talking to you, letting you know, don't think that you can do these movements. This is just for exercise. I'm showing you how to exercise and get in shape. You know, I practice with opponents and sparring and all that type of stuff because I'm confident enough to do that. I'm trying to develop you to where if you want to be confident enough, you can get at me. Peace.